Hi, my name's Brian English, forum name Hyperbytes. In this module we're going to look at the new Publish Manager, which has been integrated into version 5 of Wappler. So what I have here at the moment is a node server running on a local node setup, and we have a database connection set up which is linked to a MySQL-like database. We then have a production target, and that production target is pointing to a virtual private server running node. So the upload method will be FTP. This is not about Docker. And we're going to look at how the manager works in relation to the setup. So here's our current setup for our database at the minute, or our project, Wappler local server, Node.js. And one thing I want to just stress here is important that you set this user uploads folder, and the reason for that is quite simple, and you will see probably the best if I leave that and I'll show you exactly why that's important. So I'm just going to create a folder called uploads, and that is the area where all of the uploads onto your live server will take place if you have a place where users will upload documents, images, videos or whatever. So let's start with some very simple process. Let's create a container and a row and a column, and then I'm just going to put a heading in there, and we're just going to say hello world. About as simple as it comes web page wise. And also what I want to do is to first of all make sure I'm in our development environment. I'm going to go to tables, and I'm just going to add a simple table in here. We'll call this users, an ID, and I'll just add a new field, email, and another one, password. So there we have our basic setup there. We need to commit that still, of course. We're going to apply that to make sure that that's committed locally. For some reason that development server has stopped running. I'm just going to restart it. So there we are. Now we have a page change, we have a database change, and the only other thing I want to do is I want to create a Git repository. I'm just going to use a local Git repository here. So I'm going to click on create, and I'm going to do nothing more than that. So let's now see what happens when we hit publish. Publish always opens up on the other screen for some strange reason. So I'm going to publish the production. I'm going to apply those database changes to my production machine as well. I'm going to commit the files to my newly created Git repository. I'm going to give it a version of 1. We'll give it a comment of new site. These are the files that are going to be pushed to the repository. And also, if we click on upload files, it will scan your new website and tell you which files are going to be committed to the production server as well. Now we have this choice here of also to be able to delete remote files when they're not on your local folder. So if you think about it, you delete a page because you've decided to rewrite it, do things in a different way. You delete your page, it's already been pushed to your production server. In the past, that would just get left on that production server because it wouldn't be deleted. This gives you the option to be able to have that file deleted automatically. However, that leads to a small quandary. If you have a production server where people upload documents, images, files or whatever to your server, then obviously the worry is that if this publish detects that there are files, images or whatever on your production server that then aren't on your development server, then it's going to delete them, isn't it? But thankfully we're saved from that problem. I'm actually going to just close that for the moment, and that is the importance of this part of the setup, anything that is within that user uploads folder area will not be deleted, even though they are not on the local server. So that effectively protects your user uploaded content. So let's hit publish. I'm not going to delete because there's nothing to delete. New site. We're going to commit the Git. We're going to update the database changes for that DB database connection. We're going to have a quick look and see which files are going up there. We know that already, but so we're happy with that. We literally need to just click publish. You'll see now it's committing that Git files to that Git repository. It will then do the database update. It will upload those files, and now that should be everything updated. So we see now we have our Git repository. If we go into our production server there and look at our database tables, we can see that we have our users table being created on our remote server. I did have to refresh that just to get that to show. And of course, if we were to go into our file manager, files remote or target, it will go to our node server and it will show that yes, the index file has been uploaded to our server. Sorry, that's the so our layout page that was there, main, and our views page, index AGS is there. So that's it. That is how it's all publishes. I'm just going to now do a little change here. I'm going to just add another paragraph in there. We're going to say Merry Christmas. I'm going to save that. I'm going to just republish again now. So let's just hit that publish there. There's no changes need to be made on the database side. There's only one file to be uploaded, but of course Git should also be uploaded as well. So sorry, our message is second time. Let's publish that. We have that Git commit again. If we look at our Git now, we'll see that we have our master. It's now the second time, and we have our previous commit of new site. Our database is obviously fine, and our production page, I'll just fire it up in a browser just to shows hello world and Merry Christmas. So that's how the new Publish Manager works. It's a really straightforward and really powerful tool, and thank you for joining me.